Friday's Security Council meeting was called by Russia, and the country's ambassador to the United Nations expanded on allegations we'd already heard from Russia's Ministry of Defense, saying that the country had evidence that there were at least 30 laboratories in Ukraine that had been carrying out experiments with substances like the plague, anthrax, and other fatal diseases, and the ambassador said they had evidence that the United States was carrying that work out and also funding it. Now, Ukraine's ambassador to the UN took part in this briefing and denied those allegations. He said that Ukraine's healthcare system was run in full compliance with all international conventions.
As Russia is conducting a special military operation in Ukraine, we discovered a truly shocking fact of emergency cleanup by the Kyiv regime of the traces of a military biological program which is being implemented by Kyiv with support by the United States Ministry of Defense.
We know quite well that the manic obsession with which Putin fantasizes about non-existent biological or chemical weapons or hazards in Ukraine is very dangerous. It may actually point at Russia preparing another horrific false flag operation.
Now, a number of other members of the Security Council said that Russia had not presented evidence to back up their allegations regarding the development of biological weapons in Ukraine. And the United Nations itself has said that it is unaware of any actions by the Ukrainian government that are inconsistent with its international treaty obligations on chemical or biological weapons. Now, the US ambassador to the UN said that she believed Russia was trying to legitimize disinformation by bringing this debate to the Security Council. She said that Ukraine has no biological weapons program, and she said there were no labs supported or funded by the United States. She said that she was concerned that Russia was attempting to lay the groundwork for a possible chemical or biological weapons attack itself. She also accused China of spreading misinformation on behalf of Russia. That was something the Chinese ambassador to the UN refuted very strongly during the briefing. He said that there should be multilateral confirmation that laboratories in Ukraine do not pose a threat to the rest of the world, and he called on the United States to disprove the allegations Russia had made against it.
The international community has long had serious concerns over the United States' biological military activities. The US controls 336 biological laboratories across the globe. This is the figure submitted by the US to the Convention on the Prohibition of Biological Weapons. The US has contended to be open and transparent. If it regards the relevant information as false, it can provide evidence for clarification, so as to facilitate judgment from the international community.
It's unlikely we'll see a resolution from the Security Council on this because we're still in the situation where Russia, as a permanent member of the body, has the ability to veto Security Council resolutions. However, we did in the meeting hear from the UN's High Representative for Disarmament Affairs, that's Izumi Nakamitsu, who said that signees to that convention can call on the other members to investigate another signee if they have worries that they are breaking the regulations. And she urged the signees to the convention to make use of that. So that is a possible future line of action, probably one that would have to be instigated by Russia. Sarah Walton, CGTN, New York.